name is Uzairu Abubakar and I am from Nigeria. I am a third year student of Bachelor's of Electrical Engineering here at the University of Debrecen. Coming to Hungary is a dream come true for me. Coming to Hungary has given me a sense of satisfaction knowing that I am right where I need to be. Hungary is a country located in the Central Europe. It's a country with very great universities for international students. Coming to Hungary as an African gives you a negativity, like a negative thought about what is going to happen after your arrival in Hungary. You know, I've received a lot of questions asking about if Hungarians are racism or like a racist discrimination. But ever since I came to Hungary, I have never experienced any sort of racial discrimination. And then there is a vast difference between Nigeria as a country and Hungary. We have a lot of differences in terms of education, cultural differences, diversity, and so many things. In education sector, Hungarian education system is more practical based, but Nigerian education system is the other way around. So coming to Hungary has given me an opportunity to improve my career perspectives. The cultural aspect between both countries is Hungary is a very, very timely and efficient country when it comes to the transportation system, you know, and so many different things. But whereas Nigeria, you know, it's quite different from the experience I had back in my country. Coming to Hungary has given me not only a sterling opportunity for the pursuit of my academic career, but also an opportunity to strengthen my interpersonal and leadership skills, choosing to be the ambassador of international students. I am very grateful for having been involved in the Stipendium Hungaricum Mentor Network. When I was coming in Hungary, I was accepted as a mentee. I was assigned a mentor who was responsible for my educational perspectives, and later I was chosen to become a mentor. This has given me a better perspective and a view that Hungary has a more wonderful career opportunities and other. So Stipendium Hungaricum was a wonderful experience for me because Stipendium Hungaricum Mentor Network has given me a family, a network of friends, and it has given me an opportunity to explore Hungary better because I travel through the same scheme. I traveled to around 10 different cities in Hungary.
So, hello guys, my name is Cristian Gonzalez. I'm a student of business.
And I'm Bali Luis, a master's student in entrepreneurship.
Yeah, so, you know, like it's been a while here in Hungary and I just remember why I decided to come, you know? Let me tell you why.
All right.
So, like, I was having some struggles, like, in my work, and I mean, I was in a good career, but I thought it was the time, you know, to grow up, like, go to the next step.
Right.
And I saw this in Hungary by the Stipendium Hungaricum program, and I say, hey, why not do the shot, you know? And I did it, and actually, like, here, after a while, it's been really good.
Cool. Indeed, it's been so interesting, like having this vibrant and multicultural experience, people from all over the world, and just being able to interact with all these different cultures. Yeah. It's just amazing.
I'm amazed. But you know, like, wait, what was your first impression, like, about Hungary, the country, like, the people?
Yeah, you know, because we are Latinos and we come here, like, you know, we are so open, and when you come to Hungary and Europe in general, it's like you think they will be like close people and you won't be able to make any friends. And it was totally the opposite. Like you get like so welcoming people that they will take you to their house, they will cook a lot of food for you, and they are so proud of the alcohol that just get ready for it.
But wait, you know about the food? Like, actually, I'm in love
What's
with
your
the goulash,
favorite one?
The goulash.
Oh yeah, that's
you
a
know,
good one.
that reminds me many of the soups in Colombia.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know, the paprika, the spicy thing, like the spices, is really good. It's really good. Not just in the soup, it's just also in the plate, like as a side part of the plate. It's really good.
Yeah.
What is yours?
I would say seki kaposta, toto kaposta, and everything that they are using with the cabbage. It's really interesting how they play with it, and the lecho is really nice as well.
You know, I see you kind of speak Hungarian, like you pronounce really good.
Kicsit.
Kicsit.
A little bit. It's really hard actually. But well, if you put too much effort, I think you can make it. Although it requires time, but I'm sure you will be able to find friends that will be able to help you with the Hungarian.
That's really good, you know, and it's not just Hungarians, it's also like the international people, the diversity you have with others.
Right.
Like, let's say, you know, I have many friends from Arab countries, from Asia, even from Africa. You know, before I come, like, that was like, I don't know, I have some stereotypes, like people may be shy, maybe with different religion, that the religion was something really strict in their life. But then you realize that at the end, everyone is a human being.
True.
And you can just go with it, and you can just be friends, respecting, of course, everything. But it's really good to know other cultures, other food, because the food, oh my god, you should try the Arab food. It's like, oh my god, like the Jordanian matluba, the shawarma. It's amazing.
It's just amazing how you come to Hungary with this Stipendium Hungaricum program, and you're just not interacting with Hungarians but the whole world. So it's really amazing as well. Like when you're traveling around these small towns and so pretty towns in Hungary, it's just so nice how people are welcoming you, how they are treating you like family. It's amazing.
It's amazing. You know, I just remember, because a stipendium, you remember that a stipendium at the first semester, they like take us to all kind of events. You know, like the gala with all the other cities in Hungary, and also these wine tastings. Like, oh my god, tough time, but really funny. I made a lot of friends, not just by my city, like the city I study, by Budapest, Debrecen, Szeged.
No, that's really cool. How they take students from different universities and they just connect you during these events, visiting all these small towns. It's been indeed a really nice opportunity. And what about the professional environment, the university?
I think it's really good. I really like they put a lot of practice. I mean, practical part with me. Also, they have like really enrollment with internships. They have like really alliances with some companies. Actually, you know, one of the companies that is like have this alliance, that is ExxonMobil. It's already connected with the University of Pech, the university. So I got a job actually.
Nice.
And I did an internship. Thank you so much. I'm gonna stay in Hungary because I love this country. I fall in love with the culture, and I think I see a professional career like here. You know?
Yeah, that's really true. You really get opportunities after you finish your degree. So I think it's a nice opportunity, and you can make a career here for sure.
It is. So guys, I think it's really cool to try. Like Hungary is a very nice country, and you will love it.
You have to try it for sure. Welcome to Hungary.
Welcome to Hungary. Bye.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Sneyman. I'm from Zimbabwe in Africa, and this is my second year as a biology student of the University of Debrecen. I came to Debrecen in 2019 expecting a different experience from what I'm used to back home. Back home, I'm used to bad roads with potholes and awful taxis and a very third world stereotypical type of a country. And when I came to Hungary, it was a rather big shock because everything worked. I didn't have to fix anything. There was nothing that I had to go out and try and make better because it was already done for me. Hungary has got so many different experiences that you can, opportunities I should say, that you can go to and that is offered to you. I have been given opportunities to travel. I've been given opportunities to go to different laboratories in countries that I don't know that I would end up going to. And along the way, I've been taught how to handle myself in these countries, something that I wouldn't have gotten if I had stayed in Africa. The language is hard, and you don't know what you're saying half the time. You don't know what anyone else is saying half the time, but somehow you always connect with the person that you're trying to talk to, whether it's through body language, whether it's through trying to say one or two little words. I mean, when I first came here, I thought that you would say hodge fudge, like hoggy vuggy. So I would walk around saying to everyone hoggy vuggy, and they would go, okay, she's definitely international. And it's because of this that it makes people laugh, and you end up laughing in the long term, and it gives you a story. Trying some of the foods here, which are very awkward. Langosh is very interesting because it's fried flour with cheese and sour cream on top, and you would never think that that would be a thing, and yet you taste it and it's incredible. I remember when I was in my first year, I was living on campus, on the main campus, and I would go out in the evenings, and at like 2 o'clock in the morning, the trams weren't open, so I would walk home. And that's very interesting, that's significant, because in my country, you can't just walk home. It's way too dangerous, and in Hungary, it's safe. You feel safe wherever you go. You know that despite everything, and no matter where you are, if you need help, someone will help you. When I first came here, I struggled with homesickness. It wasn't easy. I didn't have a mentor, unfortunately, but that's what inspired me to become a mentor, is the fact that because I went through everything I did, I would like to help someone else when they came here. Because even though it's easier with a mentor, they're still going to go through hardships, and there's still going to be some sort of problem that needs to be sorted out. And that homesickness that you feel, everyone gets it. Coming to Europe for the first time from an African country, it's so different that you don't know how to handle yourself. You know how to handle yourself in the country that you were brought up in because you've lived through it. Now you're coming to a new place and you have to adapt and you have to learn. And having someone next to you that can help you through all of that is just, it's the most incredible thing, because not only do you learn so much faster about the place, but you also manage to make a connection with that person, and that takes you much further than just coming here alone. So that is something that the Mentor Network has definitely taught me, is that connections are probably one of the biggest things that you need in life, and friends, and that relationship with the people that you make. And I would never have learned that in my country, only in Hungary.
Hello everyone, my name is Ali Murtada. I'm Lebanese and I currently study here in Hungary under the Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship. I study Masters of Supply Chain Management in Széchenyi Istvan Egyetem. My first impressions here in Hungary were the vast fields of green over here, the forest, the natural life and everything. It's just amazing, and it's a very good sight to see always. My favorite food over here has to be, of course, the langosh. It's just something out of this world. A few stereotypes here about Hungary that we saw. First of all, the paprika, their love for paprika, and I can say this is very true. They put paprika with everything. The second one was that Hungarians are not very sociable, but I beg to differ. Once you get to know them, you will have friends for life with the Hungarian people here. A funny experience I had once here in Hungary was that I was coming back to the city I live in, Győr, and I was waiting at Keleti train station in Budapest. Turns out the train doesn't come from Keleti, it goes to Kelenford, and I kind of mixed up the names, so it was a hassle thrown back to the other station. I've been a mentor with the Hook program for a year almost right now. It's a very good program. They showed us all around Hungary and everything. They took us to all the cities with guided tours, and they showed us the history of the country. I also enjoy it very much because I get to meet all the new international students who are here, and I also have to meet with my Hungarian counterparts, the Hungarian mentors, and we kind of build relationships that are going to last a lifetime. And it's very nice to guide the new students and to tell them your experiences and to hear their experiences about living in this country.
So my name is Lucas. I am 25 years old. I am from Brazil and I study earth sciences. I came to Hungary in September of 2019, and I've been living here for about 1.5 years now. My first impressions of Hungary were actually pretty nice. I think before actually knowing about Hungary and knowing that I would ever study here, I knew very little about the country itself. But as soon as I realized that I could actually be studying here, I decided to dive into this whole new world, and I started doing a lot of research over the country, and I found out like there was a couple of stereotypes. Some of them, first of all, they put a lot of paprika in their food. They were also like kind of close people, maybe a little bit pessimistic, and the third one is the language would be super hard. And to be honest, those things kind of have the kernel of truth. I definitely have a couple of really good experiences here in Hungary. I can say so far that I've visited a lot of cities yet. And it's funny because Hungary is in the size of a little state in my country. So knowing like many cities and pretty much like a lot of the whole country is really interesting. The way that we can travel here by train, which is something that I don't have, like in my country, we don't have trains that connect the whole country. So yeah, it's definitely amazing to have this opportunity to take a trip around the whole country and get to know many places. When I decided to come to Hungary, I set this goal to myself that I wouldn't be this kind of person who goes to an exchange program and they would be closed in the cliques of their own country, just walking around with people from your own nation. I decided to actually have a cultural experience, so I decided to get to know people. I decided to push myself over this task, and I'm really happy because I accomplished. Because I dreamed about like being sitting at a table and being surrounded by people from different nations, sharing experiences and talking about culture, and that is really good. I also have like a couple Hungarian friends, obviously, and I mean, I just can tell really good stuff about them. I really like the way that they are loyal to me in terms that I can trust on them. I can, ask for any help, including the language when I have issues with the language itself. So yeah, it's definitely something really good. So I came here and I was told that there was a program, a mentor program. And I, first of all, actually wondered myself, like, what was that? And then it was interesting because as soon as I subscribed, as soon as I enrolled at that website, I got this message from this guy. So he was my mentor, and he asked me like a bunch of questions. He wanted to know how I was and how excited I was about coming to Hungary. And I thought that was pretty cool because it was my first, really big bond in Hungary. And we spoke this whole time until I came here. So he was like in touch all the time, knowing if I was in need of something. So it was definitely something that got stuck in my mind, and that was probably the reason why I applied to be a mentor this year as well, because I wanted people to also have the same. I wanted them to be supported, to feel that they are being supported in a way that they could need something like related to I don't know, probably like bureaucracy of a lot of red tapes, because we know that we have to go through a lot of red tapes as soon as we get here, because we need to get student card, residence permit. So there's a bunch of things, and you are a little bit lost when you get to a new place. So I wanted to be this person who will be helping them to achieve this, achieve this task like without any sort of big problem. So yeah, like everything was really interesting, and I really loved the experience also of being a mentor after being a mentee. I think it's very important for you to be a mentee first and having good mentors and then becoming a mentor. That's definitely amazing.